What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another quick, informative how-to video of how you can essentially get unlimited driving ranges, a bunch of different driving ranges, as opposed to just the regular standard one here on GSPro. I've personally never done this before, but I've seen other people do it, which is really cool. I will preface this by saying that not every single course this is capable of doing, but I would say at least half of them, maybe even 75% of them, have this option. I did just try to go and do this on-course practice, and it didn't seem to work. So you are going to have to do this if you want to use a specific driving range. You're going to have to load it up during as local play as you would usually play the course. But if you go through and click, so I just looked through a couple of these. So I clicked on DPC Pebble, the latest release here. You click on play, you usually go through all your settings here, and there's nothing down here, it just has the play button. So I clicked through a couple more, and for example, DPC Sodgrass, we just had the Players Championship just got finished a couple days ago. Oh, why is that not, did I click the wrong button? Why was it not there now? All right, there we go. So I was on on-course practice before. So it wasn't there as an option for on-course practice. Like I was just showing you, DPC Pebble doesn't have one, but Sodgrass does, and a lot of courses do. So if you want a different look at a driving range, or maybe it's your personal course that you had someone do, or maybe just you want to change things up a little bit, all you have to do is when you load up the course, down here it says go to range. So usually I would go through and select all my match settings and all that type of stuff, but for the sake of this, we'll just load up hole number 1 just to make it a bit quicker. But we'll load up hole number 1, and we're going to select down here next to the play button. If there is a range available, this option will pop up. Again, I've literally never done this or even thought to do it. Usually when I warm up, I just go to the regular GSPro driving range, which works fine. But if you want to switch something up and get a different look, you just select go to range. So you can either do this like I'm doing if you want to just hit balls and practice at a different course or a different driving range, you can do that. Also, good option, which is what it's meant for, you go and hit balls before you're doing like your SGT round, you're going to go play either by yourself or friends and family. You can load up the driving range first, and you can hit balls here, and as soon as you're ready to go, there's an option that it says go to the first tee or go tee off. So hit as many balls as you want, and then you go over and just start playing. But kind of a somewhat hidden feature, something I haven't seen talked about a lot, to where usually you see if I'm doing a live stream or I'm practicing or doing an informative video type of thing, I'm usually just on the regular GSPro range. And they do have some other ones that you can download, like the night range, the mountain range, that kind of stuff. But it is cool for all these individual courses. If you're like me and you have a bunch of them downloaded, you can poke through and see what the different driving ranges look like for the individual courses. And these course designers are so good. A lot of times the driving range, they're not just like standard driving ranges. They actually look like, and they model the driving range exactly how it looks like on course, which is really, really cool. So as you can see here, we're at DPC Sodgrass, and we're at the actual range. So maybe you watched some of the coverage and you saw some of the pros on the range, and I personally didn't memorize what the range looked like, but I'm assuming this looks pretty similar. And same thing as you don't have your target and your grid with your center line straight down the middle like you would on the regular range, but you have all your data tiles, same thing that I do on the driving range, and in the middle right there you should be able to see it. Either you do this before your round and you want to just go and you hit a couple balls for 5-10 minutes and then go to the tee. All you do is you select tee off. We'll do that at the end, and it just brings you over to the first tee, similar to how you would if you just loaded up the course straight away. But pretty cool to where you get a different look if you maybe watching a tournament online, or not online, on TV, and you're seeing the guys with their TrackMans and their GC quads out there on the range hitting balls. You can actually load it up on a lot of these courses and get the same exact look and feel like you're a little bit more immersed into the course, like you're actually there. So pretty darn cool. You can just change your target. You can hit different clubs, and obviously just works the same here as your regular driving range. I'm just hitting my choke down approach wedge shot, but works just about the same as the regular driving range. So you get all your numbers, you see how far it goes, you see where it lands, and then as soon as you're ready to go, if you're doing this again before you tee off and you go play an actual round, all you have to do now, we're already loaded up, and I selected the first tee or the first hole, but all you have to do now is just select tee off, and the course is already loaded and brings you right over to the first tee, and you're ready to go here at DPC Sodgrass. So hopefully that was helpful. Again, I haven't seen anyone do a video on that, at least that I've come across. So kind of a somewhat hidden feature in GSPro. Again, if you just want to switch things up and get a different look, if you're tired of seeing that standard driving range on GSPro, something a little bit different and something maybe to consider doing before your next round that you're going to go play. And again, I clicked through some of the courses. Some of them don't have them, some of them do. So if a driving range is available at a certain course, you'll have that second option on the bottom. Instead of just play the selected course, it'll say head to the range or go to the range, whatever it said. And then you can just go over. It loads up the range and the course, and you can head over as soon as you're done to the first tee and get going. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know down below if you have any other hidden features, so to speak, of GSPro that you've come across. I'm always fun to and always like coming across stuff like that maybe I haven't used in the past or didn't even know about. There's so many different options in GSPro between the lighting, all the different customization you can do. I'm sure I'm only scratching the surface of what I even know about. But please let me know if there's anything kind of similar to that, something different that you say, oh, I do this all the time and I haven't seen anyone talk about it or anyone do it. I'll be happy to do another video and show this to people so they can start utilizing the full features here within GSPro. But let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, questions down below in the comments. And like I always leave you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.